Adam has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snerdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna make magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. You know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the goat, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snerdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snerdy, ooh. Black and Snerdy, yeah. Black and Snerdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snerdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together to shoot the shit. I am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snerds here on episode 170 of the Black and Snerdy podcast. How are you doing today?
All right. It's cold. It's snowing.
It snowed today.
It did snow.
First snow of the season.
Yeah. Well, at least here in Brooklyn, because I know it snowed like a week or two ago.
Upstate. Yeah.
But we're the first cold snow of the season, and they're saying it's supposed to be like devastatingly cold tomorrow. I saw something about 1 degree, which I feel like is really rude, but also necessary.
Is your workplace properly heated?
Yeah, it's very hot in there.
I only asked that because we just got finished watching that episode about Abbott Elementary where they had heating problems.
I mean, honestly, who knows? The school is so old that you don't know what could possibly come out from there. But I think that it's generally like I more so have the thing of being really hot. Like the kids are always like, open the windows, turn on the air conditioner. I'm like, we can't turn the air conditioner on in the wintertime because we don't want it to conk out.
Yeah.
In the summertime when we really, really need it.
Yeah.
But at least, I mean, having the when you have the windows open, it does like
circulate the air,
which isn't bad. And if it's as cold as they're saying it's gonna be, I think it should be okay. Right. But it does feel sometimes like really, if you have like when you're coming in the morning, it's very suffocating. And they don't like if I open my windows up the day before, like before I'm leaving, or if I have them like cracked, they always close the janitors come and close the windows. I don't know what it is about.
Well, what kind of windows do you have? Do you have like the ones that open like this?
No, they just slide up.
Oh, they slide up. They probably have to do that for security reasons.
But I'm on the 4th floor. Oh, no one's scaling the building.
You don't know who has a grappling hook? You don't know who these kids are getting for Christmas? In birthdays,
it's true. Who knows? I mean, you can get anything on Amazon, so you couldn't put it past.
My friend got me a retractable baton from Myrtle Beach, and I lost it. I don't know where it is. I moved so many places in my 20s that it got lost along the way.
Yeah, no, I understand that. But I was wondering if maybe it was something about birds. Like they don't want birds flying in. That was my first thought. Like maybe they don't want to have birds in the school building because if you have the window open, maybe a bird might come in. I don't think it's about bugs, so we definitely have bugs in the school. They're all over the place.
Yeah, bugs are everywhere.
I was like, maybe it has to do with birds because if a bird comes in, it'll be flapping around.
Yeah, it'll be very distracting. Yeah.
But some rooms are like if it's a classroom we don't really use often. So you mean like you don't have the door opening up? You open it up and it's like whoosh. It feels like you're literally in a sauna.
Right. Well, I would prefer to be like overheated than
cold. Of course. Yeah, sure. Like, cause we can always like, I usually like, we'll have on some sort of layers, and I'll just keep the windows open. It'll circulate through. And by the time like midday comes, I'm like, I've gotten used to the heat.
Sure.
And the kids are always complaining, but I'm like, y'all wear sweatshirts and hoodies in the middle of summer.
Yeah, they do.
I don't even know why you're complaining.
I went through a bit of an emo phase where I wore jeans on the beach. Like black jeans.
I was emo, but I was never that emo.
Yeah.
I would have taken a black bathing suit before I was never the type of
I was
emo
just
that
self-conscious
didn't like
about my legs, that's all. Yeah, so that's basically what it was.
Little thin pencil legs.
They just weren't really defined. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have athlete legs.
Yeah.
Like I guess they were spindly or what have you.
Little spaghetti noodle legs.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Let's do our RIPs for this week.
Yes.
We have a few that we've learned about over. I feel like they've kind of happened back to back.
Yes, they did. They kind of happen in threes.
Yeah. So the first person that we are saying RIP to this week is Jeff Garcia. If you don't know who Jeff Garcia is, he was a pretty prominent voice actor. He voiced Sheen on Jimmy Neutron.
Got a blast.
So we are very sad because he's just a part of our childhood, right? So if you see, this is the Sheen from Jimmy Neutron, which I feel like is a beloved show.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I recently went back and started watching it again.
It was really good, and Sheen's voice was very you knew who he was. Like if you just would have heard him on like any sort of, if your eyes closed, you'd be like, oh, that's Sheen.
Yeah. I mean, it was distinct enough that he had his own spinoff.
I forgot he
Planet
did.
Sheen.
Yeah, he did. So TMZ reports that he was dealing with some medical issues, including he had a brain aneurysm in the spring, and he fell and hit his head, and then had a stroke a few weeks after that. Yeah. He had a stroke a few weeks ago. So I'm sure all of that just contributed to his passing. But, I think that he was a great person to have in just animation, like the representation. Having a Hispanic character being voiced by a Hispanic actor is really important, and something that, like, when we were younger, that you couldn't always count on that. So just adding to the representation of Hispanic people in media, in voice acting and animation. So he will, definitely be missed.
Yes, he will.
Next, this one made me really sad to hear. But Selena's father died. Abraham Quintilla Jr. Who was the actor that played him? Oh man.
No, it's I know it. Edward Olmos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he played him
because he has a distinct face.
He does, because I could see his face in my head.
Yeah, he played Adama in Battlestar Galactica.
Yes, he did also. So he brought his story to life when they did the Selena biopic, starring Jennifer Lopez, and he was 86 years old. And I mean, this is very sad. I mean, of course, he was able to live a long life. He had many more years than his daughter did, unfortunately. But, it's sad that throughout his life, he had to deal with this tragedy kind of overarching all of the great things that he done. Because he himself, was a musician. He's the reason why Selena and her siblings came into music. And just, an icon in his own right. But so much, especially in the last few years, because they've been having all these documentaries about the woman who was a part of Selena's fan club, who shot her and everything. And they kept having these different documentaries about her and about Selena, and it's like who did it, and etc. So there was some sadness that was like constantly being thrown at the family and having to relive the worst moment of their lives. Yeah,
when you give birth to a big star like Selena, and they they not pass away, but they are
taken from
you in such a horrific way, that tends to be the legacy.
Yeah.
And, there's death hits us all We all have experienced losing somebody in our lives, but you know, for them, like, there's no such thing as like moving on or anything like that, especially when they are such a star like Selena was. So I can only imagine how hard it has been for all these years.
Well, we are sending our love to his family. And you know, he's back with his daughter. And so that is, if anything, a nice thought to have, that he has been reunited with his family. So shout out to you, Mr. Quintilla. Thank you for the music. Thank you for bringing Selena into our lives. And you will definitely be missed. And last, but definitely not least, Jim Ward. Jim Ward was a voice actor, famously known to me from Fairly OddParents.
Yeah.
Doug Dimmadome.
Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I feel like this is a just equally as sad as Jeff Garcia, because another icon of our childhood. Fairly OddParents was and still is an extremely popular cartoon, and something that like everybody loved, everyone just enjoyed, and has, I mean, it's been rebooted, it's been syndicated, we have spin-offs and all of that, which is really cool.
He was a very prolific voice actor. Like, he's done, I'm looking at his IMDb right now, and he's voiced a lot of, like, you know, additional voices, or like just he in both animation and video games. Like, he was actually a voice in Red Dead Redemption 2, which I'm playing right now.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's lived a very active life as far as voice acting is concerned.
Yeah, I think one thing about voice actors is a lot of times we will, of course, recognize their voice, but you don't realize how much they've done until you start maybe looking into them, because you'll be like, you'll be watching something, you're like, oh, that's so and so from this show, or whatever.
Like, oh, that sounds like somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But they have such iconic voices, which honestly stand the test of time. They do this work. They're not seen in front of the camera, because I would never have been able to like look at him and be like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah, he was also Chet Ubetcha from Fairly OddParents.
Chet Ubetcha. But he passed away, according to his wife, from Alzheimer's disease, which is really sad because he was only 66.
Yeah,
that's really young.
That's really upsetting.
But thank you for all you added to our childhood. Dimmadome will always be Doug Dimmadome.
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
That's just, I don't think that if you talk to a millennial, that won't remember where that's from. Yeah. So thank you for what you gave to us in media and art, and we're sending all of our love to you and your family and all those that knew you. So are you ready to get into this week's shenanigans and chicanery?
I sure am.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick?
Hot topics. And we are back. Before we get to pop culture, we have a breaking news announcement to make.
Well, this is really sad, and just this is a terrible story. We have a addition to RIPs this week. Before we started recording, and we were going over our stories, and we saw that there was a police investigation at Rob Reiner's house in Brentwood, California. Excuse me. That 2 people were found dead at the home, and they just announced that The two people who were found deceased were Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner. And they were allegedly killed by their son. I believe his name is Nick Reiner. This is really sad, and this is a terrible situation. Apparently, they had been, attacked by a knife.
Mm-hmm.
At 3:30 p.m. LA time, police were called to the home to provide medical aid, and they found Rob Reiner and his wife dead. If you don't know who Rob Reiner is, he's such a prolific and iconic actor, producer, director. He directed This Is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally. That's actually where he met his wife. And more than 30 years, almost 40 years. And then they went on to have 3 children, including Nick.
Mm-hmm.
And so Nick, I do not know much about him.
He was Meathead in All in the Family.
He was Meathead in All the Family.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. So his son Nick has apparently struggled for at least more than a decade with addictions, which he's talked about widely. He made a movie about his issues with addiction and homelessness. He actually made a semi-autobiographical film called Being Charlie, which he co-wrote. So this is really sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
I think that, like, obviously anyone being murdered is sad, but when you're talking about being murdered by your own son, and we can only imagine what his son was going through for this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
There's, as of right now, we don't have any information as a regard to motive, but we can assume if his son had been dealing with addiction issues over the last more than a decade of addiction issues, perhaps something connected to that. But this is it's really sad. So R.I.P. to Rob Reiner and to his wife Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just sending our love and condolences to their family, because this is an unimaginable situation. So when we have more information, we will let you know, but we couldn't continue on without letting folks know that what happened.
Yeah.
Oh man, Rob Reiner is seemed like such a great guy.
Yeah.
He
plays he's a new girl. He's
Zooey Deschanel's father.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been
in a bunch of stuff,
so many things over the course of our lifetime. Like, I completely forgot about All in the Family.
Mm-hmm.
But from all, like, that's my earliest remembrance of him in, like, a show or a movie. But he's been in so many things. He comes from a, like, entertainment family. His father was a comedian, Carl Reiner. His mother was an actress and a singer, Estelle LaBoste.
Yeah.
So, like, just very much entrenched in Hollywood and the entertainment industry.
Very funny man.
Very funny man. But also very political. He was often talking about, like, he was very anti-Trump, very much talking about the issues with the government. And this is not new. He's been very much intertwined in politics and calling out things that he didn't feel like were right.
Sure.
And that people were doing, regardless of who the president was. I definitely think of him of, like, what's his name? not Monty Python. Who did Mel Brooks?
Mel Brooks, yeah.
I think of him of like a Mel Brooks, for our, who was just outspoken, use satire to talk about things that were happening in society, and not afraid to say like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a sad day for Hollywood. It's of course, a devastating day for their Reiner family and friends. It's honestly, I feel like there's nothing to even say that can make sense of what happened. Even if the son says this is why this happened, like you still feel like it's a nonsensical situation.
Yeah. Like I don't know the full story of what transpired. And I don't know what the thought process was happening for the son. But it's just devastating overall. Like he to take the life of your father and your mother. I don't know what that headspace is.
It's too many things going. There's too many things that could possibly be around. The only thing I could think about it that would make any kind of sense is if maybe was struggling with his addiction, and maybe he relapsed, and got angry or whatever, and maybe didn't realize what he was doing. I would hope he didn't realize what he was doing. Addiction is a very devastatingly sad and terrible illness.
Yes, it is.
Because it can have people doing things they would have never thought that they could do. And I'm sure once he's in his right mind that this is going to be really hard for him to deal with.
Yeah.
And I just think of like, what is this going to mean for him, and his family? Like, how are your siblings going to be able to be there to support you in whatever happens from this when you have killed your parents?
Yeah.
And also we don't know anything about what their lives were like in the household or anything like that. We just know from what we know of Rob Reiner, of his outward appearance. So, you never really know what's going on within someone's home. But
and they're survived by 3 other children.
So he has 3 other ones?
Yeah, 3 other children.
Are some of his children in entertainment?
Tracy Reiner, Rami Reiner, and Jake Reiner.
Okay. I don't think I've really heard much about his children, as in like what they do for a living.
Sure.
But he does. Okay, so he has Tracy Reiner is his child with Penny Marshall, who he was married to first, and then the next 3 children are with Michelle Singer, Jake, Nick, and Rami. Nick was the second child that he had with Michelle. It's just terrible news.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
it's terrible.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We're just, sending our love to the family. This is a terrible situation, but hopefully we get more information and we'll be able to talk about it more next week. That's just what a downer.
Yeah.
What a terrible, devastating thing to happen. Because it's just, you really never know. You never know what's happening, what's going on in people's lives, and the way that life kind of starts and concludes. You really have no say over it. So, sorry to start our pop culture off so sad. It's been a hard week this week. There's today in itself. I mean, there were several shootings that happened. both in the United States and I saw in Australia. It's just been a really sad day today.
Yeah.
Just a lot of things happening.
Today's not that great. But we're here. We're gonna try to switch things up a little bit.
Yeah.
And like power through.
So the first thing that we plan to talk about, we wanted to go through some of these lists that have been coming out recently about like we have
it's the end of the year.
It's the end of the year, so everyone's doing the wrap-ups. So first, do you want to do the top albums?
No, let's do top movies first.
Top movies?
Yeah.
All right. So Variety put out the best movies of 2025 this past week. It has gotten a little bit of some pushback. I have not looked through the full list, so I don't know exactly what's on it.
Yeah.
However, I do know
what's not
on it.
Yes,
if you catch my
heard
drift.
loud and clear
about what's not on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go through, I'm going to share so we can look at these movies together. So
and maybe talk about if we've seen any of these movies.
Yeah, we'll see if we talk about if we've seen them. I'm curious because I haven't. I honestly, this is fresh. I have not looked at the list.
Me neither.
So I wanted to just talk about it while we're looking at it to see like what we think, and go from there. So the first one is called.
First one.
Okay, the first one's Dreams. Did not see this.
Did not see it at all.
The synopsis says 17-year-old Johanne discovers love vicariously in the pages of a book, and when that overwhelming feeling toward another person strikes her for the first time, her instinct is to put it down in words. For a time, her heightened emotional state and adolescent obsession with a teacher named Johanna is a secret shared only with the audience. Little by little, as this shy teen lets others in, Norwegian director Dag Johan Hegard invites us to question how much of what we see and hear really happened and how much occurred in Johanna's head. I did not see this.
Didn't see it either.
I did not. I didn't even.
Wasn't on my radar.
I don't even know where was this. Did this have a United States theatrical?
It's called Dreams
release because I never saw it promoted or anything.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about this. I gotta imagine that like a lot of the bigger movies aren't on this list.
It's not to say it's not a good movie. I think that international
I'm sure
movies,
it's a good movie.
100% need to be like considered.
Yeah.
But I just never saw anything about it.
Dreams.
Does it say when it came out?
2025.
Yeah, well, yes, of course it did. It's this year, but when in 2025?
Oh, hold on. I'm just making sure that this is the right Dreams that I have on IMDb.
It should be someone named Joanne. I don't know if that's.
I don't think this is the right one. All right. Dreams. More popular name matches. Dream. Man, there's a lot of Dream movies. So.
All right. Well, we can't find it on IMDb right now. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
The next one's called Suleiman's Story. Operating an urgent, ripped from reality style of the Dardenne brothers, French director Boris Lodjikin focus our attention on a single intensely relatable example of Europe's immigration crisis. An earnest, if not entirely honest, Guinean refugee seeking asylum in Paris. The film reveals a far less romantic side of the iconic city, exposing challenges that I'd never considered, how those without papers must pay exorbitant fees to opportunistic middlemen, for example, or the daily struggle for a place to sleep.
Sounds interesting.
It does. It looks, I mean, I feel like French movies are usually really, really good and have like really like deep stories in them and really well shot and well acted. So that's cool. I mean, I did not see this. It looks like it premiered at Cannes. Cannes. I always do that. At Cannes, which means it had like a really big release, but it just didn't come out until like maybe a lot of theaters.
Yeah.
All right, now one battle after another.
Now this one I've been wanting to see.
I've heard about this.
Yeah.
I've
heard really good things about this.
Don't know what exactly it's about. I know a lot of the people in the movie.
Sure.
But do not know what the movie's about.
Really?
Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like just kind of, is it like a not supernatural, but like fantastical realism type of movie, or what? But
well, it's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he did what is the one? Didn't he do the Tenenbaums, Royal Tenenbaums?
That sounds correct. He did There Will Be Blood and Punch Drunk Love.
Okay, all right.
And wow, he directed a lot of Haim stuff, Haim music videos. Yeah, Punch Drunk Love. Man, he has a Boogie Nights. Yeah,
that's I love Boogie Nights. Yeah. All right. So they say in a more classical movie, Bob would be the one to save the day when Lockjaw naps his daughter, Willa. But part of the joke here is that Leonardo DiCaprio's character, once a resourceful member of an idealistic anti-government group, is too brain-sozzled from years of indolence and drug use to be of much help. Bob always 2 steps behind, whereas Willa proves clever enough to defend herself. Though every scene remains seared in my memory, my favorite occurs between DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor as Willa's independent-minded mom when she walks out on her family. The moment, a clue to where the film's soul really lies, a complicated portrait by Anderson of his experience of fatherhood.
I don't think he did that movie that you said he did.
Which one? The Royal Tenenbaums?
No, that's not
him.
That's not him.
Okay. Well, this one I've heard a lot of things about, both good, bad, and in between. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I would watch it. I think that it might be streaming now.
Wes Anderson is who you're thinking of.
Okay.
Not Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay.
Yeah, different Anderson.
Next one, Sound of Falling. Do not know what this movie is about. I have not heard of it. It looks like it's probably European. Mm-hmm. It comes from Mashka Shalinsky. Mm-hmm. This one looks like one of those period pieces that will probably be daunting. So it's based in a single location, a rural German farmhouse, seen through the eyes of multiple generations, which could be really good or it could be boring. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those things.
It could go either way.
You
quite
really
frankly.
Never know with those type of movies. But okay. 28 years later.
Now, this one we've tried to watch.
We did try. We made 28 minutes into it before I said I have had enough. Not because it wasn't good, but it just was too nerve-wracking.
There's too much.
It's a lot happening. It's a lot of like terribleness. Similarly to that zombie show we tried to watch, Black Summer.
Did we try to watch Black Summer?
We did. We got a few episodes in.
Did we?
I was too anxious.
Because I've been wanting to watch that with you.
We watched several episodes and it was too real for me. It just was really, really stressful.
Gotcha.
So
now I might go back and watch it. It's still on Netflix.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I just remember Sam and his wife showing it to me, and me being high at the time, having a very visceral reaction. I was like, "Oh, this is really good."
I don't know how you could have watched that high and be like, "Yeah, let me watch it again."
It's just like when I got introduced to Attack on Titan. I was high. I watched it. I was like, "Oh, this is very intense."
Yeah,
and then I was like, "I need to watch more."
Extremely intense. Now this movie, a lot going on. Just even in the 28 minutes, I will say, very well shot. The acting was good.
Yeah, the story so far into the movie is really good.
I will say that I will try to watch it again. It just has to be really early in the day.
Yeah,
with lots of sun shining in.
Well, when are you done with your job?
On the 24th. or the 23rd, I think.
I'm about to say the 24th.
No,
Really?
The 23rd. So maybe
Really? That close to Christmas?
Yes, just the day before. Or the day, our break is not long. So
Okay.
It's the 28 days later franchise.
Sure.
So we know what it's going to be about. People with the rage, how they're surviving, how they're probably like transcending just having the rage and all that stuff, and the people who are living throughout this post-apocalyptic world. So, I can't say for sure it shouldn't be on this list. Can't say for sure it should be on this list because I've only watched 28 minutes of it. Next, Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
Now,
I did not see this one, but I think this is the Timothy Chalamet one, right?
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet is in this one.
Yeah, he plays a ping pong person.
Yeah, so it's a sports movie. It says Timothy Chalamet all but vibrates as a fast-talking New York shoe salesman named Marty Mauser, who's convinced he's the best table tennis player of all time, a dubious feat of greatness, until a Japanese pro with a mean stroke checks his ego. Still, Marty's confidence is off the charts as he hustles his way to a potential rematch. It all makes for an exhilarating character study and an especially inspired use of Chalamet's cocky off-screen persona.
Yeah,
Does
Tyler the Creator is in this one.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
I've heard of it, did not, because I saw like little screen grabs. Did not see it, but I think it's an A24 film. So
yes, it is an A24 film.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, next. It was just an accident. Also another international film. It looks like it's an Iranian film, which is cool. It says both Panahi and Razul have served time in Tehran's Evin prison, and this film marks Panahi's unequivocal response to his oppressors, a warning to those in power that those they torture and punish will eventually turn the tables. But Panahi does something surprising with this premise in which ex-prisoners recognize and capture their sadistic interrogator, questioning whether revenge is the appropriate response to such treatment. That sounds like it could be really good. Like I said, international films always go really deep, even in ways that we don't necessarily might see.
Yeah, they get cerebral with it.
Which is why I love them. And I feel like more people, like if more Americans would just not be afraid of reading and looking at subtitles, we would be able to really enjoy some really good films. So cool. I mean, I think that sounds good. I wonder if it's streaming anywhere because I haven't seen it on any come up on any of the streaming platforms.
No, it is not streaming anywhere right now. In fact, it's I guess still technically showing in some theaters.
Okay, well then go out and see it if you can. The next one, Train Dreams.
I heard about this one because it's on Netflix.
Heard of it, and I've seen the trailer on Netflix. From what I understand, it is about is it supposed to be the one where they're building railroads in early 1900s?
Early 20th century.
Early 20th century. It says,
a logger and railroad worker who leads a life of unexpected depth and beauty in the rapidly changing America of the early 20th century. Yeah.
So, I mean, I think this is one of those movies that could be really good. The trailer looked good. It's not something that I was jumping to see. It's like white America stories. I've taught Manifest Destiny, so I know what this. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
But also, it's not to say that it can't be really good and maybe really interesting. The actors in it look really good. So, why not?
Sure.
The President's Cake.
I have not heard about this one.
Not heard about this one at all. Says drawing from memories of his own Mesopotamian childhood, writer-director Hassan Hadi centers his 1990s set period piece on a peasant girl named Lamia, who is given the responsibility of baking a cake in honor of Saddam Hussein's birthday. A burdensome task for a 9-year-old with little more than a rooster to her name. But Lamia is clever, teaming up with a pocket-picking schoolmate to collect the necessary supplies in a film that unfolds with the same observational, humanistic sensibility of the best films being made in neighboring Iran at the time. All right.
Yeah.
I think that could be really cool.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Again, international movies, you could always imagine that they're going to be really good.
Yeah.
Like they're going to be telling you about stories that we haven't seen before, which is cool. Now, what's this next one? Steve. Now, this one I have seen the trailer for, and I thought it looked interesting because Cillian Murphy is basically doing a Dangerous Minds, Dangerous Minds type of story. Do you want to read the IMDb?
Follows head teacher Steve battling for his reform college's survival while managing his mental health. Concurrently, troubled student Shy navigates his violent tendencies and fragility, torn between his past and future prospects. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it is. I keep seeing the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks really good.
Yeah.
One of those movies that'll be like interesting, sad, probably a little funny. And Cillian Murphy is a great actor.
Yes, he is.
So it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, all right, that doesn't sound surprising that it would be on this list.
Lil Sims is in it.
Wait, why is it switching again?
What, Lil Sims?
No. Okay. They're having multiple people give their list. All right. So we already talked about One Battle After Another. We already talked about Marty Supreme.
Okay, so this is a compilation of different.
They have a bunch of people doing.
Okay,
but some of them are the same movies.
All right, so I guess let's go through see which new movie. Well, not newer movies, but
ones
like
that they haven't mentioned.
Yeah,
Sentimental Value. I've seen the trailer for this one. I believe the Skarsgård. One of the Skarsgårds is in this one. Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård. Is in this one because I watched the trailer. It was basically about this father who I believe is an artist and his 2 daughters, and there's some sort of like disconnect between them. They're estranged, and this is like the father, Stellan Skarsgård, is a producer for a movie or a play, I believe.
An intimate exploration of family memories and the reconciliatory power of art.
Yeah, because the father is like a director, either for movies or for plays or like art shows or whatever. One of his daughters, he wanted to be in his show, and she said no because they're not good working together. And he got, I believe, Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, no, Elle Fanning.
Elle Fanning to be in the movie. And then it's like talking about the relationship between the girls and their father.
Okay.
So it looked good. It looked like it would be something that would be fun to watch. Begonia.
Oof.
I have not watched this, but I did hear good things. So if you can't tell, Begonia is starring Jesse Plemons and what's her name?
Emma Stone.
Yeah. So I watched the trailer for it because I kept seeing it around one of the like little kiosks and stuff in the train station. And apparently Emma Stone is like this high-powered executive CEO. Jesse Plemons and this other man kidnap her because they want her to admit she is an alien.
Yeah, 2 conspiracy-obsessed young men kidnap the high-powered CEO of a major company, convinced that she is an alien intent on destroying the planet Earth. Yeah. Yeah, this one looks crazy.
Yeah. Isn't she married? No, she's not married to Jesse Plemons. That's Interview with the Vampire. What's her name? From Jumanji.
Which Jumanji?
The original Jumanji.
Okay, so not the new Jumanji.
No, the original Jumanji. White woman.
Who is the woman from Jumanji?
It'll say who he's.
Oh, Kirsten Dunst. Yeah. Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Good for them.
All right, this next one, Wild Diamond. Never heard of it.
Nope.
I don't know who's in it. It looks like it might be a
Foreign film.
Yeah, it's a French drama telling the story of Leon, a 19-year-old glam train wreck who's in the thrall of the false gods of social media and reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
Leon preens and twerks and taunts her friends and posts her selfies. That's her life. The key for her is how she coaxes fame, hoard, theatrics right out of her spiritual trauma. She puts on a show for the world because authentic is what sells, and Malu Kahisbi inhibits her with a surly dynamism that sears the screen.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sure this is interesting.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. I knew this was coming out, but did not watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I didn't want to. I just didn't have the time. I don't even remember when it came out. But Mission Impossible movies are.
I always like seeing Tom Cruise run.
Yeah, and I always loved Mission Impossible because my dad loved Mission Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
So we would whenever if that movie came out during one of his weekends, I knew we were gonna go see it.
Sure.
So I'm sure this one was probably good. Who knows? Tom Cruise is a pretty good actor. I think even with his Scientology shenanigans.
Well, it's on Paramount. We can watch it.
But now it's like this is supposed
to be the last one.
Movie. Are we sure it should be on this list?
I mean, it's the final reckoning. So,
all right.
I think at this point, Tom Cruise has said, "I'm getting old now."
Yeah.
To be, hanging on to airplanes in real life because he does all of his own fucking stunts, and it's like we get it. We get it, Tom.
You're tough.
Like you're a courageous, brave man.
Yeah, why not? Next one, Lurker. This is by Alex Russell.
Mm-hmm.
A sleek and unnerving parable of the pathology of celebrity. Theodore Perlerine as a hanger-on who would do anything to hang on because of a performance that lays bare the reptilian underside of wide-eyed fan worship. His Matthew is working at an LA boutique when Oliver, a tall British global pop sensation in the making, wanders in. Matthew knows just how to play him, but he's so crafty and innocent about it that he fools the audience as much as he fools Oliver. And these two are soon engaged in a mutual dance of optimism that's as head-spinning as the mixed media universe that makes it possible.
Oh, Zach Fox is in this movie.
Oh, I love Zach Fox.
Yeah.
Never heard of it. Weapons,
finally. Something that we both watched.
We've seen this. We loved this.
Yep.
It was really good.
It was very well made. Very well acted. It was
scary. I really liked it.
In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that scary.
It wasn't. I would watch it again.
Yeah.
This is the type of scary movie that I like. Not super graphic. Not super gory.
Although it did get graphic in some instances,
It did,
yeah.
but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't like gratuitous.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate.
Except for that ending.
Yeah. Well. But yeah, I didn't even watch that part, so I couldn't tell you if it was gratuitous or not. But
it was.
It was a good movie. Watch it. So I think that yes, deserves to be on the list. Black Bag. Heard of it. Did not watch it.
Mm-hmm.
By Steven Soderbergh. An ingenious romantic thriller about two married British spies trying to outmaneuver each other. That sounds like that movie with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Mr. and
Mrs. Smith?
That's what it sounds like.
Well, they got a Skarsgård in it, and
it's
Michael Fassbender, Cate Blanchett.
It's probably a little less fun and laughy because the Skarsgård and the cast. But
Pierce Brosnan
sounds very much a movie we've seen before, but who knows?
Who knows?
They said the film never loses its jubilant air of cutthroat nonchalance.
Oh, streaming on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, that's where I think I keep seeing the little thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 10, Nouvelle Vague. Not heard of it.
No, I have not heard of this.
I don't know any of the people in it. It says a time capsule drama about the making of Jean-Luc Godard's Breathless. The beauty of Nouvelle Vague, and in a way, it's a sly joke, is this. Linklater literally stages the movie as a hermetic, you are their diary of what Goddard did each day on the set, and the reason for that is that Breathless found its very meaning in the way it was shot, made up on the spot, drawn out by boulevards and cafes of Paris, staged as a put-on gangster movie that made the put-on feel like a fourth dimension of reality.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe. It's very maybe. Is that it? That's all the 25 best movies of the year?
I guess so. I guess
don't
that's
feel
all.
like enough.
Well, you know what's missing? Fucking Sinners.
Now,
which is insane. Which actually makes sense because Variety was the one that underreported Sinners in the beginning, and they got all that flack for it.
But is that why they're not putting it on this list? Because they got called out for trying to talk about its budget literally the day it came out,
and then it blew it out of the water, like financially, and made it look stupid.
Critically, I feel like it just was everything about Sinners has been so, like, people have just been blowing it up. Like, we love it. They had another theatrical release at Halloween because of how well it did, and people wanted it back in theaters so that they could spend another $25 a ticket for an IMAX 70 millimeter viewing. All right, you pulled up a list of movies from Rolling Stone.
Yes,
are there any movies on there that were not on this list?
Yes. So let's see. Frankenstein on Netflix.
I've not seen Frankenstein. Let me pull this up.
Caught by the okay. So you pull up Frankenstein. I'm just gonna go through the list. Caught by the Tides.
Never heard of it.
Looks like sifting through old footage during the pandemic, Chinese filmmaker Jia Zhangqi came up with the idea of using outtakes and scenes from his previous films, all of which featured his longtime actor Tao Zhao and Zhubin Li, to craft something new. For a while, you ride shotgun through a stream of consciousness tour through the nation's cities and rural provinces, complete with corporate sponsored corporate sponsored pageantry and personal strife. It's only when you get to the final third of the movie that Jia drops the hammer and you suddenly realize that what felt like a freeform slideshow of China's prosperity in the early 21st century has been carefully crafted to break your heart.
All right. That could be really good. The Phoenician Scheme. This one I kept seeing a lot.
I did see a lot of
like
that.
A Wes Anderson movie. Yeah,
it is a Wes Anderson.
It is a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah.
So I mean, it had a star-studded cast. It is one of those Wes Anderson movies are always a mixture of like realism and weirdness. Kind of like a period piece, I'm assuming. But it looked good. I know people have been talking about this one, so I feel like it should probably be on the list, but I would have to see it to confirm.
Yeah.
But I did see a lot of it being talked about, and it was promoted heavily. So I think it's streaming right now.
Is it?
I think it is, because I feel like it's been like on a coming soon to streaming thing that they do on like Netflix or whatever. But it's what I like Wes Anderson movies, so I would be like, I'd watch that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Just for some interesting, not usual movies. On Becoming a Guinea Fowl.
Oh yeah, it's on Prime.
Okay. Rungano Nyoni's follow-up to 2017's I'm Not a Witch starts with a woman named Shula coming across a dead body in the road. The fact that she's dressed exactly like Missy Elliott from The Rain, super duper fly video, down to the silver helmet and puffy black jumpsuit, shows you that Nyoni has a wicked sense of humor. The revelation that the corpse is Uncle Fred, a well-known pedophile who chronically abused the village's young women for years without consequences, demonstrates that the movie is also not fucking around.
Okay.
A pointed take on the social protections we afford predators to avoid awkwardness, the unnecessary shame shared by survivors, and the need to call out complicity and speak out regardless of such stigmas. I did not know. I've seen this movie being promoted.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard people talking about how great it was. I had no clue
that's what it was about.
This is what it was about.
Me neither. Like, this is the first I'm hearing about this movie.
I've seen so many people talking about it and literally couldn't have told you it was about that at all.
Oh, well, it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that.
Yeah, me too. Orwell 2 + 2 is 5.
Big Brother is watching you.
Big Brother is watching you. Okay. So that looks like
it's a documentary film.
Look at George Orwell kind of movie. Yeah.
By Raoul Peck. I didn't know that George Orwell worked in the British police force in Burma in the 1920s. I didn't realize.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I mean, Animal Farm in 1984, the movies and books of his that I have read, and I think that everyone has used throughout since they came out as a great way of talking about culture and society and like government, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be interested in seeing this. I love when they do look deep dives into artists and writers like work and who they were, so we can go outside of just like the person we know as like this creator, but like who they were as themselves.
Yeah.
So that sounds like it'd be interesting.
Next is Best Wishes to All.
I have not heard about this one either.
A foreign film. A young woman navigates to discover within her immediate family only to find much more.
What? That's what it says on IMDb?
Yeah. A young woman navigates a discovery within her immediate family only to find much more.
Well, it says there's something strange going on in a quaint house in the countryside where a Tokyo nursing student is visiting her grandparents. They seem a little too cheery at times and completely checked out at others. Grandma keeps asking if her darling is happy. Strange noises keep echoing throughout the house after dark. The young woman doesn't feel safe here, and that's before she spies a fat, middle-aged man in dingy tighty-whities crawling past the kitchen doorway, his eyes and mouth sewn shut.
So is this kind of like a horror thing?
It seems like it.
Suspense thing.
This is Yuta Shimotsu's debut feature. And it's been going around the festival circuit. So, hey, Japanese horror films are always really good. So they're always very scary.
Yes, they are.
The way that they shoot them, the acting,
psychological horror,
all
folk
that.
horror.
It's a lot. It's a lot going on. All right, 13 Universal Language. Not heard of this.
Yeah.
It looks like
Parisian.
No, it says Canada's Canadian writer Matthew Rankin is giving a vintage Iranian kid-centric drama complete with subtitled Farsi dialogue and a visual vocabulary akin to the 1970s Abbas Kiarostami, and set the whole thing in the snowy, super banal suburbs of his hometown, Winnipeg. Well, that sounds interesting. Not heard of it, and I have not heard it being talked about, but also does not mean it's not good. Eddington.
Yeah, Eddington.
Watched the trailer for this one the other day.
Yeah, it's currently on. I want to watch this so bad.
It looks good.
Yeah, I want to watch this really bad.
It's on HBO.
I might watch it tomorrow.
And it has Joaquin Phoenix and Pedro Pascal, who are. It's like it appears to be during the time of quarantine and lockdown in this small town. Joaquin Phoenix is a sheriff. Pedro Pascal lives in the community, and it's talking about like what's happening during the quarantine and how people were fighting with each other. It seems like a mixture of realism, but also comedy.
Yeah.
Kind of like in the sense of like Wes Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Ari Aster film, and Ari Aster does those like weird, also those movies that are kind of weird as well, like weird, funny, realist. You don't really know what's going on. Anything could happen.
Didn't Ari Aster do Midsummer?
Maybe.
I think.
Are you on IMDb now?
Yeah, I'm on IMDb now.
You can search them.
Let me see. Ari Aster. I feel like Ari Aster did Midsummer. Yeah, Midsummer director. Yeah, and Heredity.
Oh, okay. And Beau is Afraid.
Yeah.
I never saw Beau is Afraid, but I know people talked about it. They really liked it. Well, Midsummer was really good, so I'm curious what they would be doing with this one. All right, let's see what's next. Peter Hooters Day. Now, this definitely did not hear about. What is the synopsis on IMDb?
Conversation between photographer Peter Huger and Linda Rosenkrantz from 1974 sheds light on New York's vibrant downtown art world and the introspective journey of an artist's life.
Now, it's not like found footage. This is just a new movie with talking about this time. But sounds cool. I have not heard about it. It's probably on the indie circuit. Does not mean it's not good. We always love watching a good indie movie.
Yeah.
Because we usually get to tell stories that we're not going to see in mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Sentimental Value. We talked about Marty Supreme. Sorry, Baby. Not heard of this one.
Yeah.
A Star is Born writer, director, and actor. Eva Victor did this one.
Yeah.
All right. What is IMDb's?
After a tragic event, a woman finds herself alone while everyone else continues with their lives as if nothing had happened.
You know what? I think
it's on
did
HBO Max.
See. Yeah, I watched the trailer for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really tell what it was supposed to be about.
Yeah.
But all right. It looks like it has a good cast on there. So not surprising. No Other Choice. This has the actor who was the villain from Squid Games.
Squid Games. I was about to say Hungry.
I saw the trailer, and it was, from what I could gather, it was about this man who's looking for work.
Yeah.
And he starts killing people to try to move himself up in the rankings to try to get a job.
Yeah, after being unemployed for several years, a man devises a unique plan to secure a new job, eliminate his competition.
And honestly, I get it. It's a lot of people out here looking for work. And it is not easy. It is not easy to find a well-paying job that's going to make you happy and feel fulfilled and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that would be, I think, and also, the, like we said, international films have really been getting in there and talking about things that we are all talking about, but still haven't necessarily gotten to go real deep into in these various stories. So, love to see it.
Yeah.
All right. So a lot of these other ones we've talked about. Now, Hamnet. I have been hearing about Hamnet all since it came out, or since they started promoting it. I have no clue what it's about, and I keep thinking, is it like a Hamlet, like spin-off, a type of thing? What is IMDb saying?
After losing their son Hamnet to plague, Agnes and William Shakespeare grapple with grief in 16th century England. A healer, Agnes, must find strength to care for her surviving children while processing her devastating loss. Okay.
It's so allegedly the death of their son inspired Hamlet.
That's what that is.
I did not know that. All right. Well, listen, you can't go wrong with Shakespeare.
You can't go wrong with Shakespeare.
Can't go wrong with Shakespeare. And then one battle after another, which we've talked about already. And again, a blatant shunning, in my opinion, of Sinners.
Yeah, no, not even so much as an honorable mention.
I don't think that any, and this is not even me
and
being,
now I'm feeling a little bit gaslit, as if Sinners didn't come out this year. You know what I mean?
I feel as if we are being sold a lie because it can't. It can't, and also it's not just Black people that loved Sinners.
Yeah,
it's not. Like, I have seen only good things from everyone who's seen it. So I'm so confused. Like, at what point would this movie not be on the best movies of the year?
It does seem conspiratorial.
Like, I've already not seen it getting the Oscar noms it deserves because
has the Oscar nominations come out yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Sinners did not get the ones that they should have. So let's see. I just saw.
Oh no, the Oscar nominations for 2026 aren't out yet.
But it's for 2025. It wouldn't be for 2026.
Yeah, it would. It would be for 2026.
Don't they do it for 2020? Don't they do it for?
Because the Oscars are always in like February or March.
I know it could happen in 2026, but I think that the nominations should be out, right?
No, they're not.
Because I saw that recently there were some Oscar nominations. That
are you sure it wasn't
out.
predictions?
Maybe it was the predictions.
Yeah.
Because the Golden Globes, are the Golden Globes and the Oscars the same thing?
No, they're not. Those are two different awards.
Okay, so maybe it's the Golden Globes because the Golden Globes did not have several. So they had Sinners for Best Motion Picture, but I know that what's his name? Who played? What's his name? Who is in Sinners?
Michael B. Jordan?
No, the one who was the older man who was singing in the. We love him. We know him.
Oh, the musician.
Sinners cast. I'll just look. This is why I hate using these stupid things because they don't show things properly. Delroy Lindo. From what I looked at, he was not nominated. Michael B. Jordan was nominated for Best Performance by a Male Actor. But what's her name? What is her name?
Who?
Wunmi Mosaku was not. I mean, really, nobody was besides Michael B. Jordan was nominated as part of the cast, which is crazy. Like, I feel like having him like Best Director Ryan Coogler, Best Screenplay Ryan Coogler, the original score, the song, but I just feel like the Golden Globes has 100% what is the word, snubbed Sinners, and I feel like all these other credible folks have snubbed Sinners on these lists. Because you can't tell me, it's not even just about it being like a Black movie. It's not about it being a really popular movie. It's the fact that it was an amazing movie.
It was a very well done movie. One of the best. And
it
was one of the best movies, not only of the year, but like of a long time.
In a long time.
Well shot, well produced, well acted.
The dancing scene alone should have gotten it on the list.
Writing,
everything about it was
from top
amazing.
down was
and I'm
very
not
incredible.
even being biased. It could have been if this was an all-white cast in the same movie doing the same kind of like storytelling. I would have been like, "Wow, this is amazing! I can't imagine not seeing this." Like it was great, and the added bonus of it being of telling these Black and brown stories of the Delta added to it, but it was just like you can't tell me that this movie it'll be
another
list.
case of I don't know. Let me see the Golden Globe nominations again. I'm about to say maybe it's Golden Globe so white, but
they're always so white. They're never giving folks what they deserve.
Let's see. I'm looking for best actor or best performance by a actor. Best female actor: Jessie Buckley, Jennifer Lawrence, Renette Reinsve, Julia Roberts, Tessa Thompson. Okay, never mind. Tessa Thompson's in here. All right. Oh, they got some Black people in there.
Yeah.
But
still not. It's not even
Dwayne
about
Johnson for The Smashing Machine, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Okay, so
it's not even just about like the people being black or white. It's about whether or not we are saying that these movies and shows are amazing, and you can't tell me that one after the other or whatever it's called, one fight after another, was such an amazing, crazy, great movie. And Sinners was just okay.
But yeah, just Sinners is getting shut out a lot.
It is, and it shouldn't be. I really hope the Oscars gets it right because now I'm curious. What is the difference between the Oscars and the Golden Globes?
Different Academy. Golden Globes is more global.
Okay.
Or more international, I should say.
Okay.
Whereas the Academy Awards is like an American thing.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let us know what y'all thought about the best movies of the year that came out. Tell us both the ones that we mentioned and the ones that you thought, because there's so many movies. I was looking on Metacritic. So many movies came out this year.
Yeah.
There's so many pages. I couldn't even go through them all to try to be like, I was gonna try to see if I can get through to see like which ones are on here.
You know what I want to do? I want to spend a week where we watch the worst movies of the year.
Okay, like by Rotten Tomatoes or
because the way they're making a list for all the best movies, I'm sure there's a list of all the worst movies.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
And let's watch all of them and
rate them.
Yeah, rate
them. All of it's subjective.
Yeah, it's all subjective.
Because we watched, what is that movie? The
Grinch.
The Grinch that stole the bitches. Or
yeah,
whatever?
the Grinch that stole the bitches. Yeah,
that was so much.
It's not good. It's not. It's on Tubi right now.
It was just really bad.
The Grinch that
stole the bitches.
Bitches that stole bitches, not the bitches.
Oh, yeah. The Grinch. Let me find it so I can put it up on here so that you can go and find it. Oh God, it was so bad. Because they kept doing this thing where he was like growling.
Some of it ended up being like a weird rap video.
It was a weird rap video. There were lots of boobs, lots of ass.
Yeah, there was a weird sex scene.
It was so much.
He's wandering around with a Grinch outfit this entire time.
And look at the way that he has these green eyebrows, this green beard.
We didn't finish it. We gotta finish it.
So bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's not a good movie.
It has a 4.0 out of 10. And it's and look at how, because people are probably watching it like, well, you can't possibly have this movie.
The Grinch that stole bitches,
but they're watching it,
and he really stole bitches from Santa Claus.
He did.
The Grinch has to settle a score with Santa, so he decides to take a different approach.
It was just Just bad.
Not good. Not good.
But let us go into the things that pissed us off this week.
Sure.
And the things that made us happy so we can close out for this week's episode.
Bringing it. What? We gripe it. We're not griping anywhere else. We gripe it. This safe space for us to share. We gripe it. We ain't griping anywhere else. We gripe it.
All right. So what's pissing you off this week?
The unemployment office is a disaster. It's a straight up nightmare to be in. First and foremost, this is what it is. The first day, because I had to spend multiple days there. The first day I got there, I arrived later in the day because there was some hot water issues happening in the apartment. So I got there in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I get there. There's a line to speak with somebody at the desk. It kind of goes by relatively quickly. I get to the desk. I explain what's going on. Not receiving my unemployment or whatever like that. Whatever. They tell me, come back 8:30 in the morning tomorrow. Okay, sure. Not an appointment. Just come back 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
I get here next day, 8:30. A wait to speak to somebody that lasts maybe an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, just people at the desk, explain my situation. Then I wait in another line to get this. And mind you, a little bit of context. I have not been able to reach anybody on the phone. Mm-hmm. I've contacted the unemployment hotline.
Mm-hmm.
And literally what they will do is you go through all the buttons and menus and shit, and they will say, all the agents are busy. Please call back again later.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll hang up. That's it. Like there's no waiting. There's no waiting or hold period or anything like that.
It's just like we're not here. Bye.
Exactly. So get to a line. You wait for an hour, speak to somebody. They tell you to go to a different room where you now have to wait to get on the phones.
Yeah.
So that you can contact the hotline where somebody will
hopefully
help you.
Hopefully they will.
That day that I did that, I was there maybe 8:35, 8:40, something like that, right? Not exactly at 8:30. I was there from that time until closing time. Because they basically said at 3:00, hey, listen, the wait time to get on. And mind you, the people who are on the phone are waiting to speak to a representative starting out at it's a 15-minute wait. It's a 30-minute wait. It got to the point where it was 170-minute wait. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it was not sometimes. So it got to the point where it was 230-minute wait.
Yeah.
So I gave them my contact information, but I said, you know what? I'm going to get up super early and I'm going to go the next day. Finally, I get there. I have to get there at 7:40. There is a line waiting outside for the place to open at 8:30. So just to give you perspective, I have to get up early to be in the cold, to be in a line, so that I can take a ticket to be in a line, so that I can speak to somebody who will tell me to go to a different line where I will get on a phone where there is a holding
line.
And finally, I get to somebody. But because of that whole ordeal, I never want to have to go back there again, except I do have to go back there again because now there's a mandatory meeting or some shit.
Yeah.
Now I have an appointment to go back there. But New York unemployment, y'all have to do better.
Yeah, unemployment.
It's depressing in there.
It's so many people who are on unemployment, so many people who are in need of help. And we just are, it's just like they're inundated. I don't know why they don't just do this thing where it's like, I have T-Mobile. And so when I call them, if I have some issue going on, if there's a long line, they'll be like, oh, we're going to take your number. You just press 1 or whatever. We'll call you when we can get to you.
But that's
why
what
can't everybody do that?
That's what they do at 3:30 that second day. That's what they did to me at 3:30 that second day. They said, hey, if you fill out this form, and it's not even a form, it's a little strip of paper, just like name, email, whatever.
Yeah.
And mind you, what they do is they send you an email, and then they say that email says, like, can we call you today?
Yeah.
And then you have to reply yes, and then that's when they'll call you.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. It's deplorable. It's horrible. I hate it, and it sucks.
It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't take that long. We know that people are struggling.
Yes.
You know that and then it's like, because I've had some issues with unemployment where they still haven't paid me the money they were supposed to pay me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because of, like, you can't just, it's not something where you can just go call them. So I still, like, I've reached out to them multiple occasions, but I don't have, like, maybe there's this time now during my winter break to get over there. But I have had months where I haven't been able to have anyone giving me any sort of information, and I'm waiting because you can't just call or email and get anything back because you have to spend a whole entire day. So that means losing out on a day of work to try and get the payment that you deserve in the first place.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have, because we don't have work for 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to reapply for unemployment to hopefully get that during those 2 weeks of non-work. But it's just like, it's a crazy, ridiculous situation that they put people through when they know that anyone who is on unemployment, you're not there for fun. Like, just be helpful. That's all it is. Just be helpful.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, and I've been telling you that I was going to say this on the podcast, but I keep forgetting. Hulu, your UX sucks. You have to restart your episodes after binge watching a thing.
Yeah.
Currently going through Bob's Burgers. I've already gone through Bob's Burgers before.
Yeah.
I'm currently going through Bob's Burgers again. It also happened with It's Always Sunny, and it also happened with New Girls. What it will do is it'll go to the next episode, and it'll start the episode at, like, the last 5 minutes of the episode.
It should at the very least,
which doesn't make sense because that's not the episode's end. It'd be one thing if it started at where you ended it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it, because like it doesn't.
They should at least
credits.
ask you, like, do you want to restart the episode when it's going to the next
one? If I'm binge watching it, I want you to just start from the beginning of the episode.
But maybe it's like, oh, maybe you finished it, and there's, like, because sometimes it'll be like 5 minutes, sometimes it might be 10 minutes left. But just at least before you go into it, at least ask, do you want to start from the beginning or something, versus always starting at the very end. Before, because remember when we were watching King of the Hill was doing that.
Yeah, it was.
It's very annoying.
And it was doing that for Always Sunny as well. So Hulu, get your shit together. I'm sick of this. It's what I have to do while I'm unemployed. Odie, what's pissing you off?
Well, what has pissed me off this week, and this was, well, no, I won't say it's minor because it was a big enough thing for me. On Friday, we had an opportunity to go see the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I should say that we were told we were going to be able to go to like this Yankees event at Yankee Stadium. They're going to have gifts, food, the players are going to be there. It's like this whole thing where they are, bless you, they're doing this thing for kids in the city. So they were giving out tickets to different schools and to come for this event. So when I read it was that it was going to be kind of like intimate, maybe like, you know, we get to sit down, have a talk, like take pictures, etc. Really, it was like we came in, they gave us hot chocolate, they gave us a hot dog in a bag, and we walked through this kind of winter wonderland.
Hot dog and a bag?
You know, in a bag, in a brown paper bag. They gave us a hot dog, a bottle of water, and a sugar cookie.
So it was hot dog in a bag.
Yes.
Hot dog in a bag.
We walk kind of, and now I don't know if you've ever been to Yankee Stadium, but if you have, you know, like when you come in, like it's a big circle. So we just basically like were sent through one of the little areas where you'd walk in where the concessions are. They had this whole area that had been decorated. It was really beautiful. We come in, they have all these gifts. There was Santa Claus there. There was a reindeer, a person. They were all people dressed up in these. And then they had all these gifts. Now it was like you get a ticket, you get a gift, and then you go from there. Now on both sides of where we were, it was like one of the like little waiting areas. So it was huge. There was gifts on both sides. When we came in, we didn't know if the gifts on each side were different or not. But we were just like looking around. We had our students with us. And the students, it was really sweet. They were looking for presents like for their siblings, which was really nice. And so like they were really like, oh, like they were really intentional. Like, oh, I saw this, but I think I want to get this for my sister, this for my brother, etc.
Sure.
And so as we were getting towards the end, we were thinking we were going to go on the other side to see if there were more gifts. And one of the students, he had gotten this really cool gift for his sister. And I was like, I had an extra ticket and I had my ticket and I was like, do you want to get a gift for yourself? And so the other chaperone who I was with, they had just walked right outside the little like the entrance. And so I was like, oh wait, come back, because I wanted to make sure that you got your gift. And this fucking security guy is like, no, you gotta go. And I was like, I'm with, these are my kids that I'm with. It was only 3 of us. We didn't have a huge group. And he's like, no, they just left. They gotta go. And I'm like, I just left. They just walked out of the thing. They're not even 5 feet away from me. He didn't get his, so I want to make sure he's getting his gift. So he's like, oh, well, once you walk out, you can't come in. But like, we didn't know that we could not walk around to the other side from that entrance. They didn't say moment you leave from here is like you're pushed out or whatever. And he's literally, I'm the chaperone on this side, he's on that side, and I'm just telling him to come back to me. And so he's making this whole stink about, well, everyone should have a gift. If he don't have one, like, you know, you can't leave, He won't let him come back. So I just was like, whatever, I'm going to leave because I don't want him making a big deal out of things. And the other chaperone was trying to be like, they were waiting with her, like, we're just coming to get the things. He was being an asshole. And I just feel like this is a Christmas holiday gift giveaway. There's so many gifts here. The child is here to get something. Like, why are you being a fucking Grinch?
Yeah.
And it's not like
a Grinch who stole bitches.
And it wasn't even like there was
a Grinch who is a bitch.
Yes. And it wasn't like there was so many people behind us where it was like we were holding up the space. He had just literally just walked right out because they're kids. They don't know anything. They're just all of us are just walking around. We thought the way that it was presented to us was as if there was going to be multiple things we could be doing in the space.
Sure.
So there was no...
It was ill-defined.
Yeah, we had no clue that the moment he steps right behind the gate, that it's going to be like, oh, you can't be in here anymore. And the guy was just being an asshole. Like, you see, we're with these children. Like, calm down. It's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Let the kids get their gift and go. That just pissed me off so bad. And I wish I would have seen his name on his name tag so I could call him out. Because I'm just like, you're really being an asshole and for no reason.
Sure.
You know? But that was it. That was all that really pissed me off this week.
Okay. Well, let's change gears and talk about the things that made us happy.
I'm the baby merchant. Tots are us. I give you all the service and no damn fuss. Give the baby merchant just a week or two. I'll have your baby for you.
What's making you happy?
What is making me happy this week? Well, I got my work besties back at work. Shout out to you, Maple. She was out for a few days because she wasn't feeling well, but I'm so glad she was back. I missed her and it was sad and boring without her there. We went to Fun with Friends yesterday, which was fun. Not so many people that were there, but I think it was because it was so cold.
Sure.
Or like maybe because there was also another party happening last night, but the music was still pretty good.
Okay.
Of course, doing this podcast with you per usual,
Mm-hmm.
and getting to spend time with you always makes me happy. And I'm just looking forward to having the last week of school just go by. Well, the last full week of school go by without like any glitches. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
You know, it's the school year. It feels like molasses sometimes. And then sometimes it feels like you're just going through like in a speedy race. So I'm hoping this week is going to be peaceful and joyful and just like a time where we can just get things done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what about you?
Well, for me, got a job lead, so that's good. Doing this podcast with you is good. Best friend Gladys is currently at Hedonism, so shout out to you. Celebrating
her birthday.
Her birthday is coming up, so she's there enjoying herself.
Very jelly.
It's
freezing here.
Extremely.
It's freezing.
It is cold as fuck.
It's snowy and gross.
Yeah,
but we're glad for you.
Yeah, we're happy for you. And my friend's son came number 1 in a tournament.
Oh, congratulations.
So shout out to you. That's it. So that's everything from me. Mm-hmm. And if that's everything, then that's everything. We will be. Oh, oops. Sorry. Should have did that. Because we're happy. Yeah, that's everything. So we will be back next week with more of this. Until then, take it easy, keep it sleazy. Like us, rate us, subscribe us,
comment,
email, send
all
us
the things.
Send us all the things. Until then, bye.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snerdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snerdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's that's OD THATSOD.E, and on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Snerdy Podcast, where nerds of a feather flock together.
Remember?
Bye.
Boy.
Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.